Welcome to Metro Vancouver Close Up, your look at local actions that are advancing sustainability. Today, 2 examples of high fashion recycling and targeting homelessness in Maple Ridge. Metro Vancouver's goal is to increase recycling to 80% by 2020. And by rethinking what we call waste, that goal comes in sight. Port Moody Art Centre is rethinking fashion by including a recycling category in its world-famous wearable art show.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you all for coming. This is exciting.
A crowd gathered recently at the Port Moody Art Centre to celebrate the opening of a unique exhibit featuring wearable art. The exhibit included 54 pieces from artists as far away as Australia. Most of the dresses and accessories are made from recycled materials. This dress, for instance, is made of black wrap, a metal foil commonly used by electricians in the film industry.
We had an excess of black wrap from a film that we had just shot at our house, and I thought, I think I can do something with this. I started to make circular shapes, made them into little triangles, and then added them together, and I thought, okay, I could make some sort of form out of this.
The Wearable Art Contest is the brainchild of Anne Kitching, who started what's now become a signature event at the Port Moody Art Centre, with prizes awarded in 4 categories, including recycling.
Throughout the world, we're trying to get everything recycled. And so we always have recycling in. I think that a lot of what you see here tonight may be labeled as nature, but in actual fact is recycling, because most of the materials that we use have been used for something else.
The recycling part is very important. Obviously, all that stuff would have just gone in the landfill, and to be able to reuse it again for a piece of art is great.
$7,500 in prize money was handed out, including a $750 award for the best student entry, an amount that was sponsored by the City of Port Moody.
It brings together what we believe in Port Moody, which is the arts and our outstanding recycling programs and our sustainability programs. So, being able to tie those 2 things together in the City of the Arts we think is great.
The contest included a live fashion show where arts patrons were able to see these pieces come to life, modeled by local dancers.
I think it really does get people thinking generally about how we can do things differently than just piling up the trash.
Ending homelessness in 10 years. That's the goal of a new region-wide plan that relies on capacity building, housing, prevention, and support. The City of Maple Ridge has convened a homelessness solutions task force to develop their approach. Since forming in early 2015 with a core group of 2 councillors and the mayor, the task group has been drawing on expert advice in several key areas.
We don't want to talk about the problem. We want to actually see some kind of resolution.
They have uncovered issues and possible actions, such as police bike patrols, removal of derelict buildings, and extending hours of mental health outreach services.
The reason that it was struck is to make sure that as a community, we take care of people in need. And because we have residents who are deeply concerned about safety and property crime.
The Alouette Heights building is a positive example as it provides affordable housing and support services.
We need to be looking at the individual to figure out what is a strategy for that person to help them and give them the supports they need to repair their circumstances and get healthy.
In the 2014 regional homeless count, 84 people were counted in Ridge Meadows, and almost half, 44%, of unsheltered individuals were in municipalities other than Vancouver.
I think a lot of people in the community associate homeless with downtown east side. I mean, I think we all have that experience driving through Hastings and Maine there, and it's a bit startling for them to discover that yes, there's homelessness. It's distributed throughout the Metro Vancouver region. Really, a regional response to homelessness is going to be the only way that we're going to make a significant impact on homelessness in Metro Vancouver.
We have a great group of volunteers in our community, amazing support workers. We don't see ourselves as cut off from processes going on in surrounding communities.
The Maple Ridge Task Force will move into its implementation phase through 2015. You're watching Metro Vancouver Close Up, showcasing how municipalities approach the challenge of sustainability. Vancouver fashion designers are finding innovative ways to minimize waste, and the results are profitable and eye-catching. Metro Vancouver wants to reduce the thousands of kilos of textiles that go to local landfills each year. So we joined them during Eco Fashion Week. It looks like a normal runway fashion show, but this one has a twist.
Today's a big day. It's the Value Village Day, we call it. It's all about pre-loved fashion.
It's part of Eco Fashion Week, which aims to educate and inspire the fashion community about becoming environmentally sustainable. Held twice a year, and now in its 5th year, it's the brainchild of Miriam LaRoche.
Our goal really is to help the industry to shift towards more responsible or healthier ways to manufacture, distribute, market, sell clothes, and for the consumer also to educate them on how to buy, how to use their clothes and dispose of their clothes after.
Value Village has been a pioneer in the world of second-hand fashion by taking used clothing that's been donated and reselling it in hundreds of stores across Canada and the US.
Over 90% of what's donated is either recycled or reused or purchased in our stores. So last year alone, we kept more than 650 million pounds of reusable merchandise out of our world's landfills. We're very proud of that.
Part of the show featured the 68-pound challenge, which is the amount of textiles each person in North America throws away every year. Carly Wong is a designer who participated in the challenge, selecting 68 pounds of Value Village rejects, taking them apart, and then using that secondhand fabric to create new items. Wong is an experienced thrifter, as she calls herself, and thinks used textiles are beginning to be seen as a valuable resource.
I think that's where the world is moving. There's a lot of wastage right now, and I think it's a clever way to reuse, and also it's popular now because people want to be different, and if you pick something that's old, there's more of a story to it and it's more of one of a kind.
Metro Vancouver hosted a textile waste dialogue at the event, featuring experts in the field of textiles and fashion sustainability.
So events such as Eco Fashion Week allow us to engage with organizations in the textile sector as well as individuals who share our objectives related to waste reduction and reuse.
It's estimated the fashion industry is worth more than $3 trillion a year, and studies have shown it is the 3rd most environmentally damaging industry in the world. Eco Fashion Week seeks to change that, one outfit at a time. Get more videos like these at metrovancouverblog.org. Follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook. Our thanks go to the municipalities, community groups, and individuals who help tell these stories. For Metro Vancouver Close Up, I'm Dagmar Timmer.